What's up? Welcome back inside the arena. You know it's yours truly, the voice, DL Marshall, Mr. Savoir Faire. And as always, we've got the lovely queen of the arena, the boss lady, and my dog, the bald, the brown, the bearded, Mr. Bam Brown. And we got a special guest on tonight, so we ain't gonna hold you long with our segments because we want to get into this conversation with our special guest on tonight. What's up with you, boss lady?
What's up, boo? What's up, everybody?
You've been doing better than the last time. You feeling better, much better. Everything is good.
I still can't hear out my right ear, but I'm okay.
Oh wow.
I'm just gonna pray that it just slowly come back, man. I think I've been taking too many flights. I'm gonna be honest. I think I've been doing a little bit too much, but I think it's slowly coming back though.
I could tell you was talking a little bit louder than normal because you know they say when you lose hearing, you talk a little bit louder.
I thought that was just age.
No. And I see Bam is getting settled. Bam is coming in off the road as part of the Gentlemen of Comedy tour. So he's just now getting back in. Once he gets settled in, we'll say hello to him and say hello to you all. But until then, you can go ahead and leave some comments out there. Tell us what you thought about the last episode. Until then, boss lady, we're going to get into some Kansas City cooking. I'm going to go into my residence as a child, and we're going to put up my brother, goes by the name of Black Walt. He calls this one Drama. We'll be back with more of the arena.
Mishaps. We leave brains and body parts in your pitch right. Killer City, Missouri, that's where my heart's at. Located dead crack in the middle, what a map. A lunatic from the 50s like the low pack. Ramon Lee and TV, we leave your heads flat. All over the concrete, for lack of respect. A two-piece to the jaw, we call it chin-chin. I wreak havoc like Doc and Jason Higgs did. I packed 30 round max when I was a kid. My take 9 was she used to jam on it, just like the rapper did. So the flam don't say. Everywhere I go, drama, drama. Everywhere I turn, drama, drama. Been dealing all my life with drama, 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 drama. Everywhere I go, drama, drama. Everywhere I go.
All right, welcome back. We hope that you enjoyed that video. And if you look close enough, boss lady, Bam, you'll see yours truly sitting down at the domino tables. You know what I'm saying? In the video. That was long pre-salvation days. Pre-salvation days. Yeah.
Pre-salvation?
Yeah, pre-salvation days. Well, not pre. I wasn't all the way in. You know what I mean? I wasn't all the way in.
So there was no explanation. No explanation.
Right. But yeah, that was no more drama. It looks like our guest is getting set up. So before we let you all know who we have in the arena on tonight, boss lady, what you got for us in the bossing up point?
All right. So as you guys know that I am a single 40-ish. Ain't none of your business, but I'm a single 40-ish.
Tell the truth, Pastor.
Hey, mind your business. 40. Black woman, right? As y'all see, I am a 40-ish black woman. I'm out here enjoying my life, right? So, but I have rules and regulations. I have a policy and procedure book that I go by, and certain things that I just don't.
Published? You published this book?
No, it's all up here. It's all up here.
Oh, okay, you got it.
I'm just saying, it's just a policy and procedure. You know, I'm administration at my job, so it's certain things that we just don't play with. Certain things that, you know, they'll give you a warning, a verbal about, you know, you can keep your job, but then there's certain things that you do, you get fired right on the spot about, right? So I take that along in relationships. You get what I'm saying?
Dating. Yeah.
So my question on today on my bossing up, I want to know, if you have started talking to someone, is it a deal breaker to find out, golly, it's hard for me to talk to DL and Bam about this. And I don't know if Mr. Marcus is dating anyone. So it's kind of hard because I feel like
why did you just make him sound like the old creepy uncle, Mr. Marcus? I don't know if Mr. Marcus is here. Mr. Marcus is going to come over and help pay some rent.
Your business, DL. I don't want to be disrespectful. We don't have a relationship like that, so I don't want to be disrespectful.
Oh, okay.
But what I'm just saying is, I don't want, and then I be feel like I be getting DL and Bam in trouble all the time because I be having single questions and stuff. But is it a deal breaker when you dating or talking to someone and in conversation you find out that the person you're talking to has dated or been with a friend or a family member that you know? Is that a deal breaker?
It depends on the dynamic of the friendship and the family structure.
What you mean?
Like, you know, some people name Jimmy Earl because they daddy named Jimmy and their uncle named Earl, and their mama didn't know which one was the seed planter. So it's all depending on what you can handle. Now, 9 times out of 10, the friend that's currently dating is not going to be the friend that's got the issue. It's going to be the friend that's the ex that's got the issue. We supposed to be friends and da-da-da-da-da. Well, that's what women get for telling their friends all the business, all the bedroom business and all the purse. And then the moment you get upset, they like, well, that's just 1 or 2 bad things. But she did say my man was, you know what I'm saying? So that's how it happened.
So, okay, because maybe I'm not understanding. Because I feel like this, if I'm talking to a guy, and if I find out you've been with one of my cousins or one of my girlfriends, I think that's an immediate termination.
Why?
Because you've been with one of my cousins or one of my girlfriends.
And they are not together anymore. What that has to do with
I think that's an immediate termination. Because I think in the long run, it's going to be a problem.
So let me do this. Ladies and gentlemen, wait. Ladies and gentlemen of the arena. Listen, ladies and gentlemen of the arena, you just heard the bossing up question. That voice you heard as to why is the perfect segue for us tonight to introduce our special guest, the hilarious, multi-talented, none other than Mr. Marcus D. Wiley.
What up? What up?
How's it going,
right?
man? Hey,
man,
look.
Y'all start off hot, huh?
Yeah, we jump straight into grease. It's hot like fish grease. We jump straight off.
It's hot.
Hey, I appreciate you accepting the invitation, man. Hey, I jumped in this DM, boss lady, like a stalker. And I was like, hey, Marcus, man, we would love to have you on the show if you're interested in pushing and promoting your new tour. So he was gracious to say yes. And man, we appreciate that awesomely, man. Thank you so much.
Thanks for the invite. And you know, that's how everybody do it now. So really the DM's not creepy no more.
Oh, okay.
It's really business. How they do business now.
All right. Yeah. It's called doing management.
There it is.
You know what? I'm having a duh moment. Can I say that?
I know it.
I'm having a duh moment because I did not recognize and did not pay attention that I followed Marcus D. Wiley on Facebook on all your marriage counseling, sit down on the couch video that is freaking good.
Yep.
Oh!
Yeah. She just had to hear the voice. That's it. She just had to hear the voice.
You know what gave it away? What's the freaking t-shirt? And I'm looking like, you know that t-shirt from? Like, I'm saying like, I know that t-shirt from. And then it was the hair, like I had to put it together like I know this, like I know this from. Because when I tell you he be dropping some nuggets about grown men married stuff, because just the other day you was talking about the 5-year in your 20s and you know, okay.
Yeah. Look, she done got flustered. She done got flustered.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm real goofy like that. Now, but I'm telling you, to be good. Huh?
Now that I properly introduce you to the arena audience, man, go ahead and go forth with the question as you said, why?
Why?
Yeah, I don't know why I don't know why it's such a deal breaker. You know, we throw that word around so easy. You know, it's a deal breaker. Is it a situation? Is it something that need to be talked about? Definitely. But I don't think it's a deal breaker. You know, I remember when I was in college and my college roommate, I had to play a wingman to him. He was going on a date with a young lady and she was bringing her friend. And he was like, come with me. I was like, I don't want to do the wingman thing tonight. Long story short, I go with him. When I go with him, the girl that the chick he was on a date with was gorgeous.
Yeah.
However, the girl he was going out with was my type.
Oh.
And so I asked him, I said, hey, bro, how you feel about her? Do you into it? You like her? He was like, you know, she all right. I said, bro, I like her. I just told him I like her and I want her. And he was like, so what you want me to do? I said, I want you to let me be great.
Right.
I want you to be boring and let me take over the night.
Yeah.
And so we did it 2 nights. I mean, we went out another time, we did that night, another night. And then me and that lady, you know, boom. And going out with my roommate, which is a close friend of mine. He was in my wedding and everything. And so that's what I'm saying. But I think men can do it maybe a little better than women. See, because y'all got deal breakers. Yeah. Men just like, bro, are you feeling her? Do you still want her?
Yeah.
No, okay. Do you mind if I take my shot? That's just how we go with it.
Yep. Don't try to rekindle no old love affairs once we get this thing here started. And
I'm asking you up top.
Yep.
How you feel about her? Do you like it all? And once we get that out the way, let me be great.
That's it.
But you guys didn't have a previous sexual relationship. See, that's what I'm talking about. Like,
okay, watch this here.
Yeah.
I feel you on that. But what does that mean?
I don't want to go behind nobody. That's like sloppy seconds.
You're going behind people anyway, so I don't know.
But I don't know that.
You didn't know it. Hey, look,
boss lady, know that you're going behind some people.
Did you like them before you found out? If you liked them before you found out, then that should not stop the light. Because if that be the case, I got a whole lot of cousins wouldn't be married right now. Family secret out the bag.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah. So yeah, I think it's all to what the person can handle. I think it's subjective to each individual.
Yeah, have a conversation before you make it a deal breaker. You don't even know if it can be, you know, attainable. But you already saying, and you know, and people do that all the time. But as they say in church, don't miss your blessing.
Well, let me tell you. Okay, so I'm from East St. Louis, right? I'm from East St. Louis, Illinois.
I did a show in
only. You said what?
He said,
I did a show in East St. Louis. Thought I was going to get shot that night or stabbed.
Don't.
I tried to tell her, Marcus. I tried to tell her. She think I'm hating because I'm from Kansas City. But hey.
No, they told me. When I got there, they was like, hey, bro, you about to cross this bridge. It's for real over here.
It is not that bad here.
Yeah, that's not that bad. You live there.
It's not that bad here. It really is not that bad. At one point in time, it was like, oh God, but it's not that bad here like that for real. But Chicago is worse to me. I get scared when I go to Chicago.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I agree with you.
Yeah, I really do get nervous when I get to Chicago, especially when they be like, don't go to the West End in Chicago. Like, I really get like anxiety. And I don't.
Just one state over. Just one state over.
Yeah. No, who?
Y'all just one step. Yeah.
No, East St. Louis, we're in the same state.
I'm talking about St. Louis. You just just one step. So it rolled down. It rolled down. Hey, we have the awesomely funny, the multi-talented Mr. Marcus D. Wiley in the building, in the arena, as we're still waiting on my brother, my dog, to get himself settled in and get back. We've got the 6-footer, the deep dimpled, blue-eyed bandit, none other than the boss of all bosses, Miss Boss Lady, with her bossing up question. Hey, Marcus, let me ask you this question, bro. When the pandemic hit, as a comedian, I can understand a lot of church shows dried up because, you know, we believe that Jesus can raise the dead, heal the blind, but we don't think he can keep us from COVID. So I saw you did kind of like what we had to do, and that's take our clean show into a comedy club. What was the difference in dynamic, and how is it opening back up going into churches?
So going into the club really is no different for me. I mean, you know, I've always played the club. It's just that the churches embrace me. I make probably about 85% of my bread in churches, and they pay better for me. And so, but I love performing in the clubs, though. I mean, I like the intimacy. You know, it's not like a church stage. Well, a church stage typically big and performing in front of, you know, thousands, whatever. Comedy clubs gonna seat maybe 350 at the most, 400 or something like that. So it was cool. It was cool getting back in there, working my chops, because when you do club shows, you know, it'd be 1 Thursday, 2 Friday, 2 Saturday, 1 or 2 Sunday. So it got me back sharp. You know what I mean? Got me back tight. But I missed the churches. You know, the churches has started back opening up, thankfully.
Yes.
And that's why I decided to put my tour together from September 1st to December 31st, because I'm trying to recap, I'm trying to re-up on some of this bread the devil stole from me the last 2 years.
Right.
Yeah.
He came through like a mighty Russian wind.
Man, it was rough. It was rough.
Like a thief in the night, for real.
Right. Yeah. Now look, I got a lot of comedy friends that speak very highly of Marcus, Boss Lady. So Marcus, names like Griff, names like Derek Kenner, Ali Sadiq, I saw you get a chance to be homeboys with and go on the road. Man, what are the dynamics when you get a chance to not only work with brothers like that, but sit at the table, commune, and kind of bounce things off each other?
It's good. You know, I was blessed when I started doing comedy almost 20 years ago. I was blessed to be around some good comics. You know, these guys from Houston, you mentioned Ali, another guy, Dave Lawson, Grossman, Terry Gross, Keir Spades.
Yeah.
All these guys. And, you know, they just taught me a lot as it relates to being who you are on stage. You know, biggest advice I got, you know, was probably from Ali when he shared with me, you know, when you leave that stage, if them people don't know you, don't know nothing about you, I don't care how funny you was, you didn't really connect with them.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you got a lot of guys who are hilarious, but the audience may not even know them. I mean, but for me, you know, when I leave off the stage, you're going to know, you know, you're going to pretty much know about me, what I think, you know, why I'm like this, you know, so forth and so on. So it's good.
Yeah.
But I don't talk to a whole lot of comedians though. So I was getting to that. Like, because you know, it's almost like listening to 4 or 5 different pastors.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, we believe this here. And not that what you believe is wrong. It's just that we like what we believe.
This is what we teach right here.
I'm comfortable with what I believe, you know, no knock on what you believe. But yeah, I don't want to be mixing it all up. So, you know, I like the camp I came out of.
Marcus D. Wiley is in the arena, Boss Lady DDL, and we are right here, man, picking the brain and get inside the mind of a hilarious man. Boss Lady, you got something for Marcus?
Well. And one, you know, you gotta be kidding me. This had a so I have a question.
Blaming on the devil.
I know, like, call me at the same time. One of my questions is, I came up apostolic Pentecostal, where everything was a sin. Yeah. Everything. Jewelry was a sin. Wearing the pants was a sin.
The earrings you got on is a sin.
Baby, listen. My boss earrings was a sin. Lip gloss, if it had a tint of a color, was a sin. My haircut was a sin.
That jacket will get you on the morning bench right there. Yes, it will.
Listen, sir. My eyelashes, everything. I remember one time, one girl came to church. She had on a t-shirt that had a casino on it. The whole sermon was about her t-shirt that had a casino on it. Yeah, that's how strict it was. It was like an iron claw. So my question is, coming up during a time where it was just being accepting as far as comedy in the church, because I know at one point in time it wasn't, you know, saying accepting. How were you able to fight through that, to make it, to let people know that it's okay to laugh in church? It's all right to, you know what I'm saying, to tell a joke, because, you know, people will always say, you're using it as a mockery towards God, because a lot of times people not understanding that laughter really is good for the heart. But people like a lot of times just feel like you're supposed to be saved and you don't supposed to do all of that. How were you able to minister to people through jokes? Like, when did you see that breakthrough to show people like it is okay? You know what I'm saying? Because like now you're really starting to see a lot of non-cursing Christian comedians start to make a rise, especially out of the pandemic that we're coming out of, where you could see like it's more accepting. And
yeah.
When did you start seeing like it began to be more popular?
So when I started in 2002, the comics that was out that I knew about, that I knew of, was Broderick Rice, Jonathan Slocum, and Sister Cantaloupe.
Oh, I remember her.
Those were the three people who were kind of named that was doing comedy in church. I don't really go by Christian comedian.
Thank you.
That sounds corny to me.
And it messed with your money.
Yeah, but they were doing it. They were doing it in churches.
Okay.
And at that time, they wasn't doing like comedy shows like the club do it, like a host, opener, feature, headliner. They were going by themselves to churches, doing an hour, getting all the bread. So that's what I saw coming in. I didn't know nothing about opener, feature, headliner. I just saw one person getting the whole bag. Yep. Getting the money they're going to get from the church and then selling product and getting all that. So, but when I came in, I remember Broderick Rice telling me like, man, you say stuff on that stage that I didn't know I could say. Right? So that was a change already. It really wasn't from the audience. It was from the other comics who was looking at me going, man, you up there talking about you and your wife ain't equally yoked. Right. And you up there talking about you driving to church, listening to secular music. And, I just had my own little whatever. And so I saw the first initial thing with the comics, but the people, they was ready for it because I represent the people.
Mm-hmm.
So of course you're going to have a few people in the church that's, I don't like, but they gonna do that anyway.
Anyway.
But the masses was like, oh, finally.
Right.
Talking our language. It's kind of like when Martin Lawrence had his show Martin. That was the first time I saw me and my boys on TV. It was like, don't get me wrong, Different World and all that was cool. I mean, I love them. Cosby Show was cool, all that. But this was the first time I was like, yo, this me right here.
Yeah.
And I think that's how when my comedy hit in the church, that's what the church is seeing. Like, finally, somebody who's saying I pray, but I'm not a prayer warrior.
Yeah.
And people.
That's a funny joke too, by the way.
Oh, appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
So I think the people was ready. Just somebody had to do it.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
Now, Marcus, let me ask you this question, one comedian to another. Tell me if it's happened to you, which I know it has, and how have you handled it? Let's talk about the joke thieves. How many times have you been somewhere and you heard yourself before you got on stage?
Man, I'm gonna tell you what's funny. I've heard of the joke thieves. I've seen the joke thieves in, especially in the club.
Yeah.
They do it, and the only way you can get, retribution or even is by beating them up. So I've seen a bunch of comics get beat up.
Yeah.
In the club, on the club circuit.
Yep.
However, a comic had inbox me on Facebook or whatever you call it, and boss lady, are you okay?
Right. Oh, what you got some measuring tape? Did you put some measuring tape out?
I got a phone charger. It can't see.
I mean, you over there like you percolating and Harlem shaking and all this here. So I just was.
The camera can't see me. I'm not making any noise. So that's why I put it on mute.
Well, okay. I didn't know.
We definitely could see it.
But anyway, so a comic had hit me on the inbox on Facebook or whatever, message me, whatever you call it, and sent me a link and said, check out this comedian. I went to the link. The comedian was doing my entire set, word for word. I'm talking about, these are stories. These are my stories. Like I didn't make these up. This happened to me. So this right. I don't really make up jokes. Right. I tell stories and I pump it up with jokes, but I don't make it up, you know?
Right.
And so I looked at it. It was, you know, I hear people always say, especially athletes, they be like, oh man, it was so surreal. And I always wondered, what is that moment surreal? Like,
right.
What does that mean? Well, I saw it. When I saw this dude performing my entire set,
wow.
I questioned myself, like, did I steal it from him? Because he was doing it and he was killing.
Hey, so that wasn't his first time. That wasn't his first time.
Man, I'm just saying, he was killing the crowd with it. And so, you know, it was unbelievable. I had heard about another comic who stole a bit I do called, Is It a Test or It Is a Blessing? And this comic.
Hey, Marcus, I'm going to tell you something. How I really, really, really got into Marcus D. Wiley's comedy. I was doing a comedy show, right? My wife at the time was my girlfriend. She wasn't even my fiance. She was my girlfriend. Yeah. And so I started feeling myself. I had probably been doing clean comedy maybe about 7-8 months, you know, and I got up, had a real good set. I mean, strong. And so I opened for the guy and the guy came out. And so the material was funny and I'm laughing. And I noticed my girlfriend sitting there like unimpressed, unbothered. So I was like, boy, she a rider. She ain't gonna laugh because I'm saying she a rider. And then Marcus boss lady, next thing I know, we on the ride back to get something to eat from the show. She goes, hey, you did real good, babe. But dude that came behind you, that's Marcus' jokes. And I was like, Marcus who? And she said, Marcus D. Wiley. She says, well, when you drop me off, I'm gonna show you. And so it was the very same bit that you just said. Is it a blessing or is it a test?
Wait a minute, you say you in Kansas City?
Yes.
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 So you know I ain't lying, right?
I know you're not lying.
All right. So
yeah. I couldn't believe it, man. I was just like, wow. I mean, you know, because you know, you hear cats, they steal jokes.
Yeah.
But you really don't hear them steal stories. Like, this happened to me.
Yeah.
And you ain't gonna change nothing. You ain't gonna change the restaurant. Huh?
Can you sue a person?
That's what I'm saying. Only thing you can do is beat them up.
That's it.
That's it.
And see, they thought I was playing, Marcus, but when I was doing the circuit, I was in, I think, Sacramento, and we were doing some clubs, and a guy flew in just to see the set. And when I tell you it was some furniture moving in the green room.
Yeah. I already know. I done seen boys come to the show.
Yes, sir.
Wait for the boy to get off the stage.
Yes, sir.
And Kirk Franklin stomping.
So in that surreal moment, like, let's just say, God. And I mean, we all say, but I know Houston's hood ain't no different than my hood. We don't come a long way, but we ain't come all the way. You know what I mean? And so if you was to see that face to face, now that you done seen the link, I mean, could you just be like, do you see yourself saying, my man, can you buy me lunch or something?
Yeah, I'm more diplomatic. It wasn't me, it's my manager. Like, so my manager, you know, I hired a guy that he saved, but he on the fence of it though. He don't talk to church talk, you know what I'm saying? You know, he's going to heaven, but he's just going. Right. I don't know if he's gonna get a robe. I don't know if he's gonna get a crown. all that old type stuff, mansion, all that stuff everybody talk about. I just think he's gonna get in because he's a good dude. And so
he Peter. He Peter.
Huh?
He Peter. Yeah, he gonna shoot you like Peter cut off an ear. He gonna shoot you.
He a good dude, but he down for whatever. And so when he saw it, he was ready, to do something.
That's right.
He just felt like it was so disrespectful, which it is.
Yeah.
He just felt like, man, we got to do something.
Yep.
And he was like, I know you ain't gonna do it. So he wanted to actually book the comedian and fly him to Houston. And and go ham. And so, I talked him off the line. I was like, hey man, so I finally got in touch with the dude and we chopped it up. You know what I'm saying? We chopped it up. He knew better.
Yeah.
He just got caught or whatever. And I never saw it. Somebody else saw it.
Right.
And just happened to send it to me. And so, but we straightened it out. Hopefully, I ain't even checked him out since then. Hopefully, maybe I need to.
Well, I'm not, for all the arenas that's watching it, we got Marcus D. Wiley as our guest. I got the boss of all bosses with me. Y'all know y'all missing my dog, my familiar face, Bam Brown, who is also a third of the Gentlemen of Comedy. So I am not the face you saw on this. Let's just clear that up. I wasn't jokes.
No, it wasn't you. No, it wasn't you. It wasn't you. Oh, no, it wasn't you.
But I feel what you say. I tell stories about my grandchildren. I don't think my oldest daughter is really doing just due for what me and her mama taught her growing up. I kind of do that. Talk some dating things, that I've been through with a previous marriage that I didn't carry. Those life things. You get it. Yeah. So man, hopefully that the gentleman did not pick that back up because it's hard when you take time to pan out material and get it going, get consistent, fit a niche, and then see somebody else kill with your stuff. Yeah,
and I mean, listen, he was killing. And I'm just sitting up here like, wow, man, because I was just like, well.
What'd you say, well? What'd you say your manager was about ready to lose his heaven scholarship though, huh?
Oh man, my manager was he ready. Still to this day though.
Wow.
So let's do this. Let's do this real quick. Normally we have the dang DL segment right here, Marcus. And it's a topic to where something has happened to make me say dang, or I say something to make people say dang. So today's dang DL, real quickly, we'll just say Irv Gotti and Ashanti. Dang, Irv. I don't know if y'all heard or not. Irv Gotti was on the Drink Champs, and he's still kind of hurt that Ashanti started messing with Nelly. I guess while he took Irv's side piece from Irv. So Irv is complaining about having his side piece snatched off without realizing that he telling his wife, I cheated on you, like he said I did. I don't get it. I remember when men used to just shut their mouth, and the only time you found out about side chicks and side babies was at the funeral, So Irv Gotti got on there. He got to telling about Shantae cheating on him with Nelly. And I'm just like, bruh, when is this right? So I'm going to lay this portion of dang DL over to our guest Marcus first, and then boss lady. Marcus, like, how much of the man code was broken when you already go into a situation knowing it was supposed to be silent and hush hush, and then you just blow it up some 15, 20 years later?
Well, that's the times we living in. Yeah. We living in the times now where, matter of fact, I'm talking about this on my new tour. We living in a time where, secrets, I grew up where you had secrets.
Yeah.
Okay. Now this don't mean that everything got to be a bad secret. It's just, it was called my business.
My business. Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? And so that day now has kind of been trumped due to a lot of social media, a lot of no's. Everybody want to know something. Everybody want to be in the know. Like, I don't care nothing about you know, the Irv Gotti, Ashanti situation. But millions want to know, hey man, what happened? And so I just look at it as that, you know, we're in a time now where secrets and watch this, and the biggest thing is shame. See, I grew up with shame.
It's gone.
Ain't no more shame out
Ain't
here.
no shame.
You understand what I'm saying? And so I grew up, even if I did something wrong and I wanted to do it and I like doing it.
Yeah.
If it was something frowned upon, I don't want nobody else to know.
There you go.
Because I feel shame.
Yeah.
But now people tell you, YOLO, you only live one. Keep it real. Be real. Don't be fake. No, I'm not being fake. I'm being grown.
Right.
I'm being grown.
I remember there was a code that said, we're going to take this to the grave.
Please, them days
Ain't
over.
nobody living like that no more. And that's kind of like, boss lady, I'll pass it over to you. That's kind of like what we talked about a little earlier. Like, everybody got to know what somebody else is doing. And I don't care. I mean, if it's not going to affect my money, if it's not going to affect my house, my children, I don't care what somebody else is doing. But for the fact of good media and a good show topic, boss lady, what say ye on that situation?
So let me say this. So I have four, I hate to say stepsisters, but I have four stepsisters, but I have one biological and three stepsisters, right? And sometimes we get together and we all just like lay in the same bed and we talk and we play and we just exchange stories, or like, I hate to say this, but like if we go out and hang out with a guy or something and we be like, hey, if something happened, we such and such, and this is what we say. We be like, hey, and this is in the vault. That means what goes in don't come out. I don't care what nobody say.
Yeah.
This is in the vault, and if we say it's in the vault, I don't care if you see Jesus and the death angel come out. You better not open your mouth. But it's not like that no more. You know what I'm saying? And it's almost like I saw the reel, like I saw the video where he was talking about it. Where he was talking about when he had saw Nelly and what's her name? Ashanti. He said how he found out that she was messing with him. And my thing is, like, bro, I saw a lot of stuff in that video. For one, of course, he was married, and that was his side chick. And I was trying to explain to another young lady on Clubhouse. I don't know if you was on there. And I was like, it's a difference when a man is sleeping with a woman than a man when a woman has your husband's heart. Because I was like, obviously, they was just not sleeping. She had his heart.
Is that in your book, boss lady? Is that in your book that you ain't published yet? Because, I was just wondering, could that be used? Hey, look, baby, look. I laid with her, but I ain't give her my heart. I gave her something, but I didn't give her my heart.
Because listen, yeah, when you look at that video, look how many years ago was that? He acts as if it just happened.
He hurt. What was you saying?
Still heard about it. How many years ago?
Yeah, about 20.
It wasn't just a regular, oh, this was a chick that I just had sex with. I was trying to explain to her. I'll say, a man could sleep with a woman and he could come home to his wife and go to bed and act like nothing just happened. But I said, but that chick had his heart. Two different things.
Yep.
I was like, when a woman has your husband's heart, oh, you in trouble, boo.
I feel you, boss lady. I feel you, boss lady, but
it's two different things.
Also, again, I don't know the situation. I haven't seen the interview, but I'm just going on like she was signed to Murder Inc., right?
Yeah,
she was.
So he probably, looked at it also like maybe all I've done for you.
Yeah.
Now again, I don't know nothing. But he may look at it, all I done for you, any girl could have been in this slot. It's a bunch of talented, ladies out here. And I put you in this, I hand selected you in this slot. Yeah. Whatever, whoop the woo. And this is how you repay me?
I know.
But you say, Marcus, You did this to me.
Yeah, but let me tell you something. Some of these guys, you could tell, like, if you was just a regular, I hate to use this, just a regular nigga on the street, some of these girls wouldn't be with him.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's a lot. I mean, that's a lot.
I'm laughing.
That's a lot.
I'm serious.
That's for real, because you can have a guy that's about to leave to go to college, and the girl be like, I don't want no square. But you can have a dude that's about to go do a bid, and he say, come on by the crib, we about to throw a little kickback. And his house will be full of everybody coming by showing some love, because my dog, my dude, about to go sit down. But this kid here that's about to go fill his mind up to change your community, then y'all like, oh, that's square, he a sucker anyhow. So yeah, I definitely agree. It was just funny to me. You felt that on the inside. You felt that. That's it.
Marcus, you gotta watch the video. This man act like this girl, like he just found out last night.
And
they made a movie about it.
It's probably more to it. You know, it's probably more. I'm sure it's more to it. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, get over it.
But I also know this too. You know, a woman does change a man's trajectory. And what I mean by that is, I remember when I was in high school, and I liked this little chick. This is probably my senior year. And she in class, she was in my class, and I observed, I noticed no man in her life, at least at school. You know what I'm saying? I ain't seen no dude with her. So I just turned around, because she sat behind me in class. I said, hey, man, I want to take you to the homecoming dance, woo, woo, woo. And she was like, oh, Marcus, you know, I can't go. I got a boyfriend. And I was like, oh, well, you know, I've been stalking you, kind of. And I ain't seen nobody. And when she named the guy who was her boyfriend, well, this was a guy who was big time guy at the school, athlete. He knocking everybody down. All right. So watch this. I'm gonna show you something. This is the first and the last time I ever hated. And watch it. And I didn't hate to hate. I thought I was helping. But as I got older, I realized I was hating. So that's what I'm saying. This is my first and last time hating.
Life lesson.
Yeah, I said, you talking about such and such, such and such? She was like, yeah. I said, well, you know, he messed with XYZ, XYZ. Because I wasn't trying to put him down. I was
trying to pull you up.
I wasn't even trying to pull me up. I was trying to let her know, because she was so emphatic about, yeah, that's my guy. And I'm like, you know,
everybody's guy.
He said, right. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm hating. I'm hating. I promise you. I know I'm hating. But I said, at that time, at the 17, I didn't put it together like I was hating. I thought I was trying to inform her. But anyway, this girl looked at me and said, so? I still like him.
You know what?
So watch this. I learned a lot by that, because number one, she knew he was messing around with these people.
Yep.
And she had no, and watch this here. Not that she didn't have no problem with it, but she was okay with it as for right now.
Yep.
She was cool with it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, as she get older or whatever, as the relationship goes, she might, man, I'm tired of this. But at this moment, she was okay. So anyway, that changed me though. That's what they did. That thing changed me. And I think, you know, whatever Shante and Irv Gotti, whatever happened, it may have changed it.
Yeah.
Like, he may look at it like, man, this dirty chick, like I say, this dirty chick, I put her down, I took care of her. Oh yeah, I'm married, all that, but she knew all that. But I took care, I did all my stuff, woo woo, and then that's how she gonna do me. And I'm not trying to put that on Ashante either. I'm just saying, I just know how stuff will change people.
That's definitely true.
And it stick with you.
You've heard some deep love lessons and relationship advice, and a little side hating without hating coming from Marcus D. Wiley. You heard what Boss Lady had to say. That's today's Dang DL. Tell us what you think, put it in the comments. And as you do that, let's take a small break. We're going to get into one of Marcus D. Wiley's stand-up clips coming from the Keep Your Distance comedy set. So y'all keep it locked right here. You're inside the arena with the DL Marshall, Boss Lady, and our special guest, the hilarious Marcus D. Wiley. We'll be back after this. All right, and 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, now look, Boss Lady's like, can I get a minute?
Yeah.
Where is Bam?
Ain't no telling. Bam probably got in the house and like, you know what? They done started. I'm too late. So, hey, my dude Bam, man, he was really looking forward to this and meeting you too. So, he was trying to get back into the home, and he was trying to get his little girl set and get the family fed. So, yeah, he was trying to get back in, but I don't know. I'll shoot him a text and see where he is in that. But we'll get ready to come back. I want you to dive straight into telling us about the Grown the Gray and the Forgiven tour. The cities, you said from September to December, and if you have any plans for extending. So we'll get into that, make sure we cover that real good. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. You ready, Boss Lady?
Yeah.
Right. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, welcome back. And if you like me, you holding your sides. That is a hilarious clip from our special guest tonight, the one, the only Mr. Marcus D. Wiley, who is now fresh, smack dab in the middle of his Grown Crazy, Gray and Forgiven tour. And it's got to look crazy off in there too, because man, I'm telling you, since I've been turned on to him, I go to YouTube and sometimes I get frustrated, Marcus, because I done looked up everything. I was like, man, but when he gonna put something else out? So
I didn't put that on there. That's what's crazy. People do it. I don't run nothing. I ain't putting nothing on there, man. You know, I'm still not. I still haven't embraced this new way.
I got you.
I need to.
I got you.
But I haven't.
So let our listeners know what's going on with the Grown, the Gray, and the Forgiven tour.
Yeah. So this particular tour, or this material that I'm doing on this tour, came about during the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
So I had opportunity to sit back and wonder why didn't I embrace social media like everybody else did, you know, because, you know, you got to remember when social media hit, I just thought it was like some little underground, you know, I was already on national syndicated radio.
Yeah.
I'm traveling. I'm a working comic, you know, I'm good. So when social media came about, I didn't even pay it any attention.
Yeah.
And then I worked at Radio 1, and at the time, they didn't want us to even promote our social media on the air. Funny how times change, because they didn't want you to be like, hey, go follow me at this. You know, you'll get fined and all that type of stuff. So I didn't embrace it. And then all of a sudden now it takes over. It's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Comics who, and I don't mean no shade, I'm just want to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Comics who couldn't even get on the stage, all of a sudden by way of social media, blew past people like me who get on stage.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes,
I got people hitting me, hey man, when you gonna work with such and such? And I'm like, such and such can't hold my water. What are you talking about? So then I got to go look on social media, and such got 1 million, about 2 million. You see what I'm saying? I'm going,
right.
Maybe I see such and such water. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so I didn't like it. Not that I didn't like it because people was coming up. I don't care about you coming up, man. It's money out here for everybody.
Yes, sir.
I just didn't like it because it was the new way. It was the new way of doing stuff. Like, I don't want to be holding no phone, doing skits, talking like I don't want to do that.
I don't either. I'm not big on that either.
Yeah, I don't want to do it. And watch this. And I'm not hating the people that's doing it, because like I say, their life has come up. You know, they living better than ever. And I can't say nothing but kudos to that. But I'm not doing it. And so I found out over the pandemic why. And it's because I'm grown. And you got to come to check out the tour to really get a hold of it. But I'm grown. And social media came after I was already grown.
Yeah.
After I was already set in my ways. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
I'm already this way. Now it's hard for me to just, forget or delete or let go all the stuff that's been working for me to do something else.
Change is hard for the old. It is hard for the old, man.
It's definitely hard. And then not only change, but all the gray areas of social media. As we just talked about. I got secrets. I got secrets. Social media don't allow you to have secrets.
That's true.
Followers. Man, my mama tell me, if you ain't the leader, you can't go.
Yep.
If you can't lead, you can't go. One of the biggest ways for me not to go somewhere was to tell my mama everybody gonna be there.
That's it. Or have somebody ask on your behalf.
Yeah. Everybody gonna be there with. Not everybody, because you ain't going. I mean, so the whole concept of fellowship and this is trendy and this is viral, this is a challenge, everybody's doing it. It go against everything about me, how I was raised. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a lot of that I'll be talking about, that I was able to finally put some sense to why I didn't gravitate to social media.
All right. And the forgiving aspect, of course, we done some things that now we see and we have repented for, and grace of God, he has forgiven us. Yeah. Now, name some of the cities you're going to.
Oh, man, I'll be in Miami. I'll be in Orlando. I'll be in Birmingham. I'll be in Memphis. I'll be in everywhere in Texas, Dallas, Houston, San Antonio, Austin. I'll be in Chicago. I'll be in Kentucky, Cleveland, everything in North Carolina. Every city in North Carolina. They love me in North Carolina. Thank you, North Carolina. North Carolina pay a lot of bills.
The EDL.
I'll be in Macon, Georgia.
Hush.
You say what?
Boss lady's trying to find a reason to move to North Kakalaki, and I told her, sit still till God make it where it's flat out undeniable. That's him saying go.
I love North Carolina. Hold on. Marcus, it's something about North Carolina when you get off the plane, is it like the air is different? Like it just smell different. The sky is bright.
You don't smell no dead bodies that you smell in St. Louis. That's why with that.
Don't you do St. Louis? You mind this.
Hey, now I did notice one city, Marcus, that you're gonna be in. Bam, myself, and the other gentleman that's on tour with us is Texarkana. How did you stumble up on Texarkana?
A young lady who she's out of San Antonio, but she's from Texarkana. And she I thought she was gonna book it in San Antonio, but she went back to her hometown and connected with Derek Keenan, some old folk, and they bringing it to Texarkana. So yeah, I don't even think I've ever been to Texarkana.
Well, and I'm gonna tell you something about Texarkana, man. My mother was born in a small town, Louisville, Arkansas, which is about 30 minutes away from Texarkana. So I've been all up through and around Texarkana, Louisville, Garland. Hey, what's up to all y'all? And so we're going to be at a place called the Silver Moon Theater, May 13th. And so when I saw that stuck out to me, and I said, I wonder, because most people that go to Texarkana got a relative in Texarkana, or that was a very, very straight invitation to get there.
Yeah.
Hey, Marcus, I see my dog Bam Brown is on here. Yeah, man, he's
what up?
One of the gentlemen of comedy. We're on tour together. Now, I want you to see his face, Marcus. They call me petty. They call me old man, both of them true. You know how you had the old grandfather that he say the truth, and he's saying it in a sly way just to get something stirred up. So, Bam, you missed it. But I had to ask our new homie Marcus about had he ever come into the occurrence or circumstance of someone stealing one of his jokes. And he said he had. He said somebody sent him a link, and you ain't gonna believe what city that link was come from.
Not Kansas City.
Man. Man. Now you remember the guy I told you?
Wow.
Now y'all know I ain't lying. Y'all just vetted your boy. I wasn't lying.
Yeah.
Wow.
The community scene is too small, man. Too small.
Yeah.
Pull that off. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, hey, I want to apologize for my tardiness, Mr. Marcus. I was having I was having some technical difficulties, man, but I could not miss this interview, man. You are one of my comedy idols, man. I follow you. I've seen most of all your stuff, whatever's on YouTube. I've seen it. And so, man, I could not miss this opportunity, man, just to say what's up to you and, just speak face to face, man. So I appreciate it.
Oh, thank you, Bam. I appreciate that, man. Thanks for the kind word.
Oh, yeah. And Bam, we're going to give you an opportunity to do more than just say, hey, you got a question you want to throw at Mark?
Man, well, I don't know what I missed, man. I missed so much, you know what I mean? So I don't want to repeat nothing, man. I'm just gonna hang around and catch whatever else I can catch.
All right. Well, that sounds good. We've got the complete crew here, the Arena Show, Boss Lady Bam, yours truly, DDL, our special hilarious guest, Marcus D. Wiley, dropping those comedic gems on us. And Marcus, how do you get creative with your merch?
Well, I tell you, when we stopped selling CDs and DVDs, that hurt. Oh, that hurt. I ain't gonna lie. That hurt me, man, because I could pack a lot of them. You know, I was selling them for $25. You know, now with these t-shirts, it's so much to pack.
Yeah.
You know, it ain't the same, you know, and so, but I do it. I basically now, I wrote a book called Hustle and Faith.
Oh,
that went over. Yeah, that went over well. But now that I don't do the CDs and the DVDs anymore, I just do a lot of shirts, hoodies, you know, stuff like that. And typically I take like this one. This is the tour. This is the official tour shirt. You know. Okay. But like I'm doing this marriage conference this weekend, and I got the shirts I'm selling called "Marriage is Major Surgery." You know, where I kind of take it from Genesis when God put Adam to sleep. You know, the surgery, and you know, anytime you need anesthesia, it's serious, and so I be kind of doing my stuff that way. So I take stuff I say on stage or whatever, put it on a t-shirt, put it on a hoodie, and that's about it. I ain't really got nothing major.
What's one of the wildest things you could give that has happened to you in marriage that you at a marriage retreat or something like you doing this weekend would give to young brothers or young sisters in marriage for advice?
Probably, you know, probably just like what I'm talking about this week. You know, I think a lot of people don't know the seriousness of marriage. You know, it's serious. And when I mean serious, I'm talking about, you know, when you marry, like when I married my wife, I didn't know at that time I'm marrying her family. I mean, I'm marrying the whole family, bro.
Right.
Sisters, you know, a mom, a dad, and, you know, nieces, nephews, you know. I'm an only child. They Uncle Marcus. I'm who?
How that happened?
I'm like, who y'all talking to? They, you know. So, you know, it's real serious, and that component then is serious as it relates to, you know, when I talk about it, I'm talking about, I looked up what major surgery is, and major surgery is surgery on the head, the chest, and the abdomen.
Wow.
Okay. So you take the abdomen, which got all your main organs in it. Okay. So that's like your foundation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So whatever y'all are, if it's Christian, if it's Muslim, if it's whatever, we need the same foundation.
Yes, sir.
You know, our system, it's your system. we got to have somebody to say, somebody besides me and you to say you was wrong.
Yeah.
Right. You understand what I'm saying? And then when you talk about the chest, that's your heart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you got to guard your heart, because in marriage, a lot of times you're going to say some things, may do some things. And, you know, and it, you know, just because these things are said or happen, that don't mean the marriage is supposed to dissolve.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta build it back, and you gotta have surgery. I mean, you gotta work on it. And then when you talk about the head, that's when you're talking about in marriage, what we seeing, what we hearing, what we speaking. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All that old type of stuff. And so, you know, it's just major. It's just bigger than just I do, and we get to not have sex without feeling guilty.
Going to hell.
Yeah. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's
It's
dope.
a lot.
That's dope, brother. I must admit that I am a serial cheater in my marriage, serial adulterer. So
oh my God. Oh my God.
I need that surgery, bro. Hey, and I can only.
And he in the house with his wife. Oh my God.
I gotta keep quiet though, because she is upstairs.
Yeah.
That's faith. That's faith. That's either faith or foolishness. One of the two.
Yeah. I mean, I've learned though. I've learned my lesson though. I've learned.
Yeah.
I've learned that I got to keep my phone in my pocket. You know.
Yeah.
I've learned I got to keep my phone out of my baby's hands. You know, I got to keep it with me at all times.
All time.
Yeah, man. So that surgery is what I need right now. I need that surgery because, hey, the last time I cheated, man, she stabbed me 5 times. She stabbed me 5 times. So I went to surgery. Definitely went to surgery.
Marcus's face. Look at Marcus's face. He said, do I laugh? Do I pray?
I had some surgery. I did have some surgery. It was on my back and my hand. You know, got my hand stabbed up. I was under anesthesia. So I'm almost there, brother. I'm almost there.
Gotta have that surgery, baby. Gotta have it. Gotta have it.
Hey, Marcus, you know what's real hilarious? They booked us to do a marriage conference. Yeah. So listen, so we flowing and we rolling. Folks is laughing. Bam, get in his groove. Mind you, we had a marriage conference. He said, how many of y'all married? You know, that's an obvious low-hanging fruit. How many of y'all happy married? You know, that's picking the low-hanging fruit. Then he said, how many of y'all cheat? Why this boy started a fight between 2 old dudes at a marriage?
Yeah.
At a marriage council?
Marriage retreat, man.
He had 2 old dudes, Mr. Leroy and old Otis. And he said, how many of y'all cheat? What we didn't know is that they had a kumbaya session. Remember we were talking about secrets? They put it in the vote, but Mr. Otis pulled it out.
Yeah.
And so Mr. Leroy said, who you talking about? Who you talking about cheat? Oh my God.
Yeah. Hey, started rolling up his sleeves and everything. He was about to get him. Old school when you roll up your sleeves.
Oh my God. Deacons had to go roll in between them. They had to escort Mr. Leroy out because Mr. Otis was about to get him.
Oh my God.
Yeah. It was crazy.
Now I'm edgy, but I ain't that edgy.
I told the line a little bit, man. I told the line.
No, I told the line.
You
know,
know,
I ain't gonna mess up my money.
You know, for me, therapeutic. You know what I mean? I got a lot of stuff on me, so if I can get it off and make it funny, you know, I'm feeling, I'm relieved. You know what I mean? So I'm sure everybody done cheated or have done something that wasn't right. I ain't gonna say cheated because everybody ain't cheated.
Amen.
But, I mean, I don't know. They could have cheated on spades or taxes. You know what I mean? Uno or something.
Ain't the same thing.
Cheating is cheating, you know. So
hey, did y'all see Marcus look around? He said, "They the same thing." You heard me say that, right, baby?
But Marcus, the funny thing is, he ain't lying though. This is like a for real story.
yeah, I got the scar on my hand to prove it, man. She sliced it.
Oh.
Hey, it just happened, Marcus. He just got the cast off his hand, right? So the night he got the cast, we taped a show. And on the show, he said, "Well, y'all, I'm gonna address the elephant in the room. I cheated."
Yeah.
Damn, I think you should stop talking about this.
Oh my God.
Yeah. But if there's a lot of men that come up after the show and they like, "Hey man, I was where you was at." You know?
Same ER and everything.
I don't think I said 5 times though.
Huh?
Yeah.
You like afterwards?
You like Pac.
There was no injuries involved except for mine.
Hey, when I tell you our tour is now bona fide, man, we done got one that been in jail. We done got one that done been stabbed up. So
yeah, don't y'all invite me.
Hey, I'm about to say, anytime you need me to open for you, Marcus, I'm open.
I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna pass on that one. Because you around here, you living with a basically a killer, a murderer. And the clock is on. The clock is ticking. I don't know how you rest that night.
I don't.
Oh, I'm about to say.
I've been up for 6 weeks straight.
I can't.
What?
This is so out of order.
It's the truth. Look at his face. He said, "You basically."
Yeah. I sleep with one eye open.
You with one eye open.
Oh my God, man. Marcus, we thank you so much, man, for being gracious with your time. Thank you for hanging out with us, man. We thank you for putting up with our foolery, bro. Anytime that you are close to us, please, man, reach out. This is what I do pray and hope, man, that somehow or another we can forge a brotherhood that, you know, it's good for good brothers to get together. Just chat. How you doing, man? I see what you're doing. And anytime your show is close, we'll probably come out and check you out. Hopefully vice versa, man. And the fraternity of comedy is very close knit. And man, we are, I know I can speak for me and Bam on this. We're honored to have you here. And you saw the hot flashes that Boss Lady was having when she recognized.
I was not.
Yeah, you did. You said, "Oh, I know it now. I know."
No, that was not a hot flash.
Hey, Marcus. Hey, all we gotta do is we gotta roll the tape back. We see her twerking and everything. We saw it, percolating, twerking, all that. Any closing remarks from the 6-footer?
For one, you're gonna stop calling me 6-footer. For one.
You're 6 foot, and that's an attribute. It's not a knock.
It's really not when most men around here is 5'9".
Tell them get their weight up.
Wait a minute.
Sorry, Dale.
My bad, bro. My bad. Hey, Marcus, I know you said you knew to oh my God, this done went way left at the marriage retreat. We done left all our lessons, didn't we?
I'm just saying.
Where can they find you, Boss Lady? Where can they get in contact with you?
You can find me on all social media platforms. You can find me on BossLadyGospelEntertainment.com. You can find me anywhere and everywhere. Just put in Boss Lady Gospel Entertainment.
Right.
Yeah, anywhere.
And you can also catch her, which she forgets to say, on the Quartet Corner.
Oh, yeah.
YouTube channel. I'm trying to teach her, Marcus. Keep pushing it because she got dope content. She has the awesome, most awesome interviews of quartet artists that are history. That is, well, that sounds like they dead. That are major. And it's awesome. She's got an awesome show. And when you're not in the arena, catch her on the Quartet Corner. My dog Bam, where can they find you?
In the hospital.
Yeah.
Having surgery.
I'll be in the ER about 9:30, you know. You can catch me anywhere, Bam Brown, man. Facebook, Bam Brown. Instagram, Bam Brown _KC. OnlyFans, Big Brown and Bearded. Stabbers are us. Killers are us. Let's see, adulterers are us. I mean, you know, hey man, just type in "are us" and I'm gonna pop up.
I got somewhere to go.
You can also catch him. All right, we finna wrap it up, brother. You can also catch him on Deadlock on Tubi. The movie Deadlock, and then what's the new movie that's gonna premiere on the 25th?
The new movie is called The Shutdown. It's
Shutdown.
Not yet, but it's The Shutdown. But yeah, you can find me on Tubi TV, Deadlock. I'm in the first 10 minutes. You know what I mean? Come see me.
And you can catch him on the Hilarious Gentlemen of Comedy tour. Marcus D. Wiley, man, our guest for tonight, man, you have made this an awesome experience. Where can you be located and reached?
Man, you can find me social media at Marcus D. Wiley. That's Instagram. At Marcus D. Wiley on Twitter. I am Marcus D. Wiley on Facebook. Mm-hmm. I'm still old school. I have a website, marcusdwiley.com.
There you go.
Go get them tickets.
Yeah, go over there. And yeah, I think that's it. You catch me on tour, you know, from September 1st, December 31st.
Yes, sir. And you can catch him right here on the arena as soon as this episode drops. And you can keep catching him because all you got to do is keep hitting replay, replay, and replay. I am the DL Marshall. You can catch me on all social media platforms at THEE DL Marshall. That's THEE DL Marshall on all social media networks. After you finish watching Arena, go check out my comedy page on YouTube. Boss Lady's got to get to Red Lobster. Bam's got to go get to and then Marcus D. Wiley's got to get ready for this coming up weekend. We will salute you all. Put it in the comments and we will read them later. And you might be lucky enough to win some merchandise if we read your comment. Till then, this has been the Arena. Boss Lady, Bam, DL, I guess Marcus, we'll holler.
All right. Hey.